up there?
Should be go. You're live, I think.
Okay.
Can you see me yet?
Nope. Okay.
Hi guys, welcome to the Bourbon Basement. I'm Steve. Is it working?
No.
I'm talking to my producer if y'all don't know.
Just give it a minute.
If we are live, then I do apologize for all this. My co-host is not here. He is a utility lineman and he's out getting ready for this big storm that's coming through Kentucky and Tennessee and the Carolinas. And so he's posting for that. So I am good and everything's ready. All right. So I'll repeat it again, guys. Hey, I'm Steve. Welcome to the Bourbon Basement. And if you haven't already, go ahead and get a glass. We're going to be talking about some wild turkey bacon. I know everybody out there's probably got a wild turkey product. So why don't you pour one of them and we'll get into this. My show's a little bit different. Hopefully everybody can hear me with the mic and everything. I'm kind of going to stand to the side, I guess. But things are going to be all over since I don't have both of us here. But my show today was supposed to be over. Oh, do I got a comment? Cheers, all you magnificent whiskey people. Thank you, Bourbon Neophyte. Cheers to you too. So my show today was going to be over Wild Turkey 8-year. All right. But then, since Ryan wasn't here, we won't have that banter back and forth. Cheers, Gene Boy Margaret. No names. All right. Cheers, guys. Cheers. Thank you. So anyway, I've changed it, and because what I hear, this collector bottle come out the 8 years back, and the 101's here, and everybody says, "Hey, I think those are the exact same bourbons." I think you're going to say that if you haven't tried them and compared them side by side. Not going to snow here in Las Vegas and won't be as cold as you. You know what? If we do get snowed in and lose power, I may find my way to Vegas area. So I know it'll be nice and warm there, and I'll be out of all this stuff for a week or so.
Yeah.
That will be nice. So you may have to shoot me something about where we can find some bourbon down in there. Anyway, so back to the Wild Turkey 8-year. That's the one I'm going to do. That's the one the show is going to be about. But I am going to tell you a little bit of differences about these particular bottles. And I am going to taste the 8-year and the Bourbon 101, the Wild Turkey 101 together. Ryan's going to hang out here behind me, being all stiff. I bet he don't say much tonight either. And we're just going to get into it. I hope it goes well. I hope there's no real technical difficulties. We started with the fault of technical difficulties, but anyway. All right, so a little bit of history about the Wild Turkey 101. So now Wild Turkey was first sold in 1942. Okay, uh, Austin Nichols. Everybody knows Austin Nichols. By the way, not a person. Okay, Austin Nichols is a corporation. They were actually the largest wholesale grocery business in New York City or New York, wherever, in the 1930s. And they had a perfect place to like purchase barrels, bottle, and distribute spirits, right? So that's what they did. They were a non-distilling producer. All watching, don't forget to smash that button. Thanks a lot, man. Yeah, hit that like and follow button for us. I always like new followers. We're building. It's taking a while, but we're building. So anybody, smash that like button. If you're watching this video later, please do it. Uh, so they were a non-distilling producer, but where did they get most of their bourbon from? So most of their barrels came from a little old distillery called Old Rippy Distillery, right there in Lawrenceburg, Kentucky, in Tyrone. Now the Old Rippy Distillery, they just bought barrels and stuff from them. They blended it, you know how all non-distilling producers do, and they sold some stuff. Well, it wasn't until 1940 when an executive from Austin Nichols Company went on a hunting trip. Can you guess, producer, what kind of hunting trip they were going on?
Turkey hunting?
Turkey hunting. Great, producer. So they went on a hunting trip and he invited a lot of his wholesalers. So the people that they sold those bottles to, they're very important clients, their customers. He invited them to go on the hunting trip with him, right? Well, when he did that, he brought a barrel of Old Rippy with him. All right. So on during that hunting trip through that weekend, I got some more comments. Remember, Rome wasn't built in a day. Keep going. Thanks, man. I will. And bourbon. LOL. That's right. So he went on that camping trip, had his wholesalers there. So I don't know how many people it was, but I'm probably sure it was pretty big turkey hunting experience. And he went North Carolina. That doesn't make any difference, but that's where they were. Anyway, he had this barrel, Old Rippy, and they were taking that bourbon straight from the barrel, right? Uh, that's how they did it back then, straight from the barrel. And it was smooth and it was spicy and it was out of that barrel at 101 proof. All right. So after that, when they'd go to those wholesalers again, they kept wanting that wild turkey bourbon. They kept saying, "Hey, where's that wild turkey bourbon? Where's that wild turkey bourbon?" So Austin Nichols decided, "Hey, that's what we're going to do. We're going to have a wild turkey bourbon." Now, back then, guys, when it come out in 1942, it was not Wild Turkey 101. Oh, Vappy here. Wild Turkey 101 is still my favorite. I'm cheap, but I like what I like. That's right. Hey, if you find one and it's affordable that you like, man, that's the way to go. Because that's what I want to do, and that's my goal of my whole show is to try them all, find my favorites, and only buy those bottles and not waste money on the rest. But after I taste them all, at least once, of course. You know, I got to taste them all at least once. So they decided in 1942 they released the bourbon called Wild Turkey, put it out there. That's Austin Nichols Corporation, uh, and it was a success. Now that bottle wasn't called Wild Turkey 101, 8 year, but from 1942 all the way to 1992, Wild Turkey was 101 proof and had an 8 year age state. So now we call it Wild Turkey 101 because they have other products and everything like that. Back then it was just Wild Turkey. Anyway, it was so successful that they sold their grocery business and only concentrated on the spirits, right? So they're still a non-distilling producer. They got most of their barrels from Old Rippy Distillery, and when they got those barrels, lost my train. But they got most of their barrels from Old Rippy Distillery. Well, in 1971, the Austin Nichols Corporation got the opportunity to buy the formerly known Old Rippy Distillery. It was then JTS Brown Distillery. They got the opportunity to buy that in 1971. So they bought that. Making their wild merkin. They were making their wild turkey at that distillery. But what did they get? And probably the best thing that they could have ever done. So new management comes in, new ownership. They come in there, they buy this big distillery. But the one thing they kept a young, pretty new. I think he became a master distiller in 1967. Jimmy Russell. So Jimmy Russell, and so this was his project. This was what he worked on. After all, the Wild Turkey is what developed the brand. The regular Wild Turkey 101 8 year. So they kept Jimmy Russell, and we all know who Jimmy Russell is. If you don't, you've never heard of Wild Turkey. But definitely the longest tenured master distiller, one of the best, Kentucky Bourbon Hall of Fame master distiller, and just something, just something that they did and should have done, and it was probably glad that they did. But now, since 1942 up until 1992, like I said, Wild Turkey was always 8 year old, 101 proof. All right. Uh, but in 1992, they cut that proofage back. All right. Or they didn't cut the proofage. They went non age statement, is what they did. So they could put younger barrels in that. And at that time, according to the stuff that I read about this, um, the U.S. market was wanting a less oaky, a lighter kind of bourbon. They didn't want that heavy oak. So the 8 year barrels, it had more oaky flavors. So they cut the age statement, put some younger barrels in there. Now, to this day, in every article that I read, and it's not an age statement, so they don't say this, but they put 6 to 8 year bourbons in there. All right, that's what's supposed to be in this bottle, from what everybody says, a 6 to 8 year. But they can put younger barrels in here because it does not have an age statement. They can put older barrels in here because it does not have an age statement. Uh, this one here, 8 years old. So the minimum age statement on those barrels is 8 years. This one here is a special bottle. We'll talk about it in a minute. But they kept the proof, moved the age statement, and then they kept making the 8 year version, and they sent it over to overseas to Japan and places like Japan and Australia, right? So they were still getting this 8 year Wild Turkey 101 that wasn't available to us in the United States. So if you wanted it, you had to get it at auction or go overseas and bring it home with you, something like that. And to me, when I heard that, because I've only been into bourbon, what, 4 years maybe, really into it. I mean, I would drink bourbon, but I never got into it. I didn't get into collecting to drink and to try them all. But I just got into where I found one that I liked, and I said, wow, this one's so much better than that one, and this one's so much better than that one. What are these other bottles taste like? So that's another long story. And this kind of history lesson is me jumping down rabbit hole after rabbit hole, kind of like I do when I'm researching all this. And it takes me a whole week to get like 10 minutes worth of information because I just keep jumping down rabbit holes that don't pertain to anything I'm saying. Anyway, Ryan's real good about keeping me on track, I think. That's fine. All right. So so anyway, uh, they wanted those lighter spirits, but they kept sending that stuff overseas. Now, the last year, I think it was last year, maybe it was 2024. I believe this is a 2025 release. You know, a slippery slope when you are into tasting and collecting. I know, man. Uh, that's I don't have any bottles. Guys, this is the Wild Turkey. It's the Jimmy Russell 70th anniversary. It's an 8 year old, 101 proof bourbon. Now, they did that in honor of Jimmy, of course, for 70 years at the Wild Turkey Distillery, right? And when they did that, they released that, and you may have heard it here on the Bourbon Basement first. Ryan and I were talking about this 8 year statement. I had found out that they were still making it overseas, and I told you all that it was coming back to America, back to the United States as an 8 year stated bourbon. And it was going to be a staple. It was going to be on every shelf in every liquor store. And it's almost to that point right now. I've been a lot of places and I've seen this bottle on the shelf alongside this bottle. Now, are they going to get rid of this one because they brought this one back? No. This is going to be their $20 bottle all the time uh, for people that like that 101 proof bourbon. And these do taste different. Now, I have done a show on this one, guys. So if you want to know anything about the Wild Turkey 70th, Jimmy Russell's 70th anniversary, then go back. You can find that show and watch it. I don't know if I compared it to anything like I'm going to do this 8 year. Uh, but I'm just going to move this over here because we aren't drinking this one tonight. So I'm a bourbon drinker, bourbon collector. When I got this, I got two bottles. I drank one. I saved one. So I may not open this bottle. You can't get this bottle anymore.
Is it the one that's signed?
Oh, hold on. No, that one's not the signed one. I need to go back soon and get him to sign that. Uh, but I'll tell you a little bit of difference because the comparison was these bourbons, they're all 8 years, they're all 101 proof. So what makes them different? All right. Well, 101, 6 to 8 year old barrels. We think it's non-age statement. It could be more. It could be older. It could be younger. But 6 to 8 years. The Wild Turkey 8 year, minimum of 8 year old barrels. All right. And then it is said that the Jimmy Russell 70th, which you can't get this bottle anymore. It's not going to be on a shelf anywhere. I'd say they're all sold out. You're going to get them at an auction or something like that. You're not going to get this bottle anymore. But just for comparison reasons only, because it is an 8 year 101, this is the 70th anniversary. And it is said that it's 8 and 9 year old barrels picked from Jimmy's favorite warehouses, which the main one being Warehouse B there in Tyrone. Okay, that's his main favorite warehouse. So that didn't zoom, did it? All right, I've been trying to watch my hands today, guys. Uh, now The other thing about these is this one's going to be around $20, plus five maybe. This one's going to be around $45. So still a good price, but I mean $25 higher than its baby brother. And then this one's going to be about $70, 60 to 70. I think I got this one for $59.98. 60 or $70. So did I get something else? Never say never. Good bourbon should be consumed and with good friends. The memories you will have from that experience will always be with you. That is true. And I've always made the statement that here in the Bourbon Basement that every one of the bottles that I have will be drank. Uh, but sometimes it is so hard when you have that special bottle. It's so hard to really just that thing open. And right now I've got a lot of special bottles, so those special occasions are pretty easy. But when I get down to drinking these more and more, and they get to running down and running low, I might be a little bit. "Oh, I gotta drink it, open that bottle." But maybe on my 70th birthday for the 70th anniversary, maybe something like that would be good. But that's a good point. Never say never is definitely true. Uh, all right, so some of the this ain't the rarest bottle. This isn't the rarest bottle that Wild Turkey makes. They make the beacons, Wild Turkey beacons, the Master's Keep. That's a beacon was I think this last year's masterpiece. They make the Generations. You got those special Russell Reserves, the single Rick House, the 13 year, which I have here. I was lucky enough to get one of those. The 15 year, which is even harder to get and find, which I don't have. And then, of course, this one, and I'm sure many, many others, some coveted ones on auction sites from the old Austin Nichols days, I know. So there's plenty of collector wild turkey bottles out there. Now, I just put this one up here because this was one of the best wild turkeys I had. Uh, this one here is the 12 year that uh, I'm going to wait and I'm going to listen and I'm going to see what happens. But this 12 year is still made in overseas. So, uh, I want the 12 year back too. I want the 12 year back. And this special bottle will be opened on the show one day and we'll do a show all about it. But that'll be the 12 year. I'm just going to kind of move these guys over here and we're going to get to tasting. And what we're going to taste today, like I said, guys, the show is about the Wild Turkey 8 year being back. It came back in April of 2025. So by April this year, you should be able to get it on the shelf pretty much all of your liquor stores. It should be a staple. Uh, I opened my Pappy with a bunch of friends who never thought they would have a glass of it due to the price and allocation. It was one of the best things I've ever done so far.
What year?
Do you have what year Pappy did you open? Because we just opened, well, you just saw our show last week
It was
with the 15 year. So, and then we had the 12 year Van Winkle, maybe 3 or 4 months before that,
Yeah.
that we did a show on.
Yeah.
And do love them. Maybe the only bottle we ever get. But man, we had a good time, had family and friends over here during the show and right after the show to spend it with. You had the 10 and the 15. Awesome. Yeah, so far at 15 is one of my faves. I haven't had the over at 10 yet.
Yeah.
And I'm happy because I think that's one of the bottles that I might be able to get my hands on a little bit easier than a 20 or 23 because I haven't had those either. I am not interested in the 13-year rye. Now, if somebody was to give it to me, I would do it, but I can't do a show on it because I do bourbon, not whiskeys, right? Right. All right. All right, guys. So I'm gonna pour.
15 is truly the best.
15 is truly the best. That is.
Oh, that's yeah.
Of course, I haven't tried, and I am an old barrel guy. If you make something and you say it's got sugar in it, I want to taste sugar. If you say it's got salt in it, I want to taste salt. And bourbon is made in a barrel. I want to taste the barrel. 23 isn't worth the money. Oh man, you're breaking my heart. Is it too oaky? That's what I hear about it. Too oaky.
Aged too long in the barrel.
Yeah, that's what I'm hearing. Let me know. Let me know what's wrong with it. I know it's not worth that secondary price, and I wouldn't ever pay that secondary price for it anyway because I couldn't drink it. Are you talking about this? Oh, my bottle's crooked. My My producer doesn't like the way I set my bottles back now. Let me get this. Let me get this poured. Let's see what's going on. All right, guys.
He said it doesn't live up to the hype.
Not the hype. It's the prestige of the name and bragging rights. I guess that people are paying for that. I don't know. Now, if I could get one at a bourbon drop for retail price, MSRP price, I bet it would taste a lot better than if I had to get it for secondary price. Here, baby, it's produce Wild Turkey 101, 8-year old, right there. This one here, let's see, I'll pour it from that side. All right, I think I'm going to start with the regular 101 first. It's 6 to 8 years. You want one of those? All right. Oh, we got a comparison. Nice. My producer's going to do this comparison with us. Keep them separate. You can't tell those glasses different from each other, can you?
No, they're not different.
One's a regular bourbon basement glass, guys. The other one she's got is her little glass that she likes so much. Her tiny. Those straight enough for you? No, no.
Okay, which one?
No.
No, this way. Yeah, right there. Okay, which one are you trying first?
I'm gonna try the young one first.
The 8-year?
No, the young one. Yeah, just Wild Turkey 101. Supposed to be 6 to 8 barrels. Uh, guys, I'm sorry about the pauses here, but we're all going to drink, so you all just take a drink with me. And if y'all take a drink with me, you won't be listening to me anyway.
Got a good smell.
It does smell good. The Wild Turkey 101 does smell good, but it's light, right?
Very.
And
Yeah.
when they dropped that age statement off of it in 92, that's what they were kind of going for. They were going for a lighter kind of bourbon.
Yeah.
Great pour. Cheers.
Yeah.
Cheers, buddy.
Yeah, it's a weaker smell. Yeah.
It's a weak smell. So I'm not getting a whole lot, but I'm not getting a lot of alcohol smell for that 101 proof either.
No.
And I do get some apples in there,
Mm.
caramel, but not real complicated, right? Just it's not a lot of heat, but I still get some of those spices, apples, and caramel. That's my main smells. I'm going to go with that. I think I'm going to limit smells to 3 now because I could smell
The
something
same
different.
ones. Yeah.
I could smell something different every time. Uh, get a wine marker, then you can write on the glen and indicate what you are drinking. Washes off. You've done this before, haven't you?
Yeah.
He knows the tricks of the trade. He knows the tricks of the trade. Yeah, then you ain't got to remember which side something's sitting on or anything like that. All right, I'm going for one.
William, cheers all. Yes. Cheers, William.
Cheers, William. No,
No,
not me. He's denying that he. I've seen your show. I know. I know you know.
It's a very mild. There's no burn, no acclamation, no.
They dropped the age statement in 92 in preparation for my birth and fanship. Nice.
That yeah.
I'm with you. Our producer says it's not a lot of acclamation for a 101 proof.
No, almost none at all.
I agree with that. I've had 2 sips, um, kind of letting it set and finish a little bit before I take this third sip.
It's simple flavors.
Very simple so far for you. It was simple in the smell for me.
Yes. I mean, it's a good sipper. It's one of those that you can just sit around and sip anytime.
Yes. And I guess just while we're sitting here, so I know the distillery changed names a couple times while Jimmy Russell was there, but he was actually the first distiller or the first master distiller of Wild Turkey. So had to be because they changed the name when he was the master distiller. So he got master distiller there in '67. They bought it and changed it to Wild Turkey in '71.
It does have a good color to it and very good tears.
All right. So my assessment of this $20 bottle, it's really good.
Yeah.
Uh,
For a
and
$20
I've
bottle,
always liked Wild Turkey 101. We've done many blinds here in the Bourbon Basement. A lot of times those blinds, I tend to go toward the Wild Turkey product. So when I have a Wild Turkey product in the lineup, a lot of times it's my favorite, or at least my second favorite. So the Wild Turkey product is a good line for me. As far as the flavors on this one, Ryan wouldn't like this, but I get cinnamon, get
very,
caramel. It's
everything's mild.
well, they, in all your reviews and everything you read of something, they say baking spices. And I don't really know what a baking spice is. So I try to pick that particular spice out, I guess. And it's more cinnamon to me than any other particular spice. All right.
But it's mild.
It's very mild cinnamon. It's a mild drink in general. Get some, hey, Peter White, thank you for subscribing.
Yeah.
That was awesome. Ryan is going to hate
That he got
that he got a ding on air online and he wasn't here.
during the show.
Oh my gosh. All right, great for blind tasting. And producer can mark the glasses ABC and keep the cards with the name of the whiskey to tell you how many you got right. That's right.
Yep.
We do something pretty much just like that, don't we, babe?
Yes. Yes.
Uh,
Very similar.
Wild Turkey 101 is always on my shelf. Great whiskey. Yes, it is.
It's a good go-to.
Do you get fruitiness? I smell apples. I get apple taste in there. I get like a cinnamon apples. I get like a cinnamon apple in this. Um,
Vaguely.
I'm not
Like I
getting
said,
any,
it's very mild flavors, all of them.
but I like that it's not
Yeah.
super sweet.
Yes.
It's not super sweet either. It's tough to beat the price. I'm not sure you can find a better $20 bottle, in my opinion.
It's a good one for $20.
It is good. Now, I will go back, Vappy Van Pinkle. Uh, we did a series on the best bourbon under $20.
Mhm.
Can't remember off the top of my head where this one come in, but it did not win. I know that. It didn't win. A Buffalo Trace
No,
product
I
did.
think it did win. Yeah.
Let's see. Taste is very subjective. No right or wrong answer. That's correct. Everybody's palate is different.
Yeah.
Uh, the Wild Turkey 101, it's kind of simple and straightforward to me. However, women are much better at pulling out the flavors than men. I've noticed that with my producer. She gets a lot more flavors than I do. This one is simple. Nose smell was apple. I get apple in the taste, and I get cinnamon. So cinnamon apples.
It's a good sipper. It's a
Very
good one.
mild, very easy to
That would
sip.
be one that I would suggest to a beginner.
Do you have any water?
I don't, but I'm okay. I'm okay.
I'm just gonna clean my palate a little bit here. I saved in a little bit to put some water in to get a drink with the water afterwards. All right.
I already
Now
like
you're going to the 8
I
year.
already like the smell of this one better.
She likes to smell better already.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So you can already tell this is a more complex smell. So your 8 years producer's absolutely correct. Great for beginners. Yes, they must be able to hear you pretty good on the mics, which is fine. Keep talking.
Okay. This one has a great smell.
Yes,
This
the smell on the 8 year is better to me, and to me you can tell it's more mature. You can tell it's an older bourbon than the first one that we
I
tried.
get more of the smokiness, like a toasted marshmallow. The
Yeah, I
toasted
get
is
kind
great.
of savory, leathery notes in there. I get that barrel, that char. I think that's the toasted marshmallow you're getting.
Yeah.
And I get citrusy. Do you get kind of citrusy notes? Like an orange or
Yeah.
orange peel
Vaguely.
maybe
Yeah.
or a lemon peel?
Vaguely.
Mostly orange, I think. Uh,
Here's Anthony.
Great for
Oh,
beginners. I can do. Cheers, Anthony.
yeah. I don't know who that is. I don't know why, but that one felt creamier on my tongue.
You got a creamier feeling when you drink. It's
Yeah.
just a
Fuller.
heavier coat,
Yes.
a
Yes.
thicker chew, you may say.
Chew.
A
Yes.
thicker chew, you may say, with the 8-year-old. Glad to see you found the channel.
Yes.
Hello.
Nice.
Hello, Peter White.
Yes.
Uh,
It definitely does have a
so my smell on this one, I was going to give 3. I get a citrusy smell. I'm going with orange on that. Um,
And the toast.
I get a more toasted oak in there, and I'm going with some leather, like almost a saddle leather is the smells that I get. So a citrusy toasted saddle.
Citrusy toasted saddle.
Citrusy toasted saddle. Say that 3 times fast.
Leathery. It's really citrusy
Yeah, you get
toasted leather.
But I've only had one acclamation, and again, no acclamation is really needed on this.
It does have a good flavor.
So Peter's a great Scotch enthusiast. And I don't do Scotch. I don't do.
But we'll take all.
Well, yeah, it's just because if you all haven't heard, so the reason we started this, of course, was to get my son home every Friday so I could spend some time with him, because he's 27 years old now, and that's why it was started. When I start doing something, I always go overboard. So I collected a bunch of bottles fast, so we could have stuff to do a show on. But the theory of the whole show,
but it's fun for the hunt.
It's fun for the hunt. The hunt is actually really super fun. And sometimes you buy bottles just because you found them, even though you don't need them, and you found them again, so you buy it again, even though you don't need it. Because I really don't need 3 bottles of everything. I don't need 2. My goal was to have and try every Kentucky bourbon that was out there. I know I'm not going to be able to try every finish of every Kentucky bourbon. It's going to be impossible. So I'm going to try as much as I can, do a show on them, and then with that, if I find one that, hey man, that's an extraordinary bourbon, then buy another bottle. And then when it's all said and done, probably never will be because there's so many Kentucky bourbons. But when it's all said and done, have those top 10 bottles that I can just go and get, or at least the top 10 most important bottles that I can go and get. We got a couple.
Drinking Sagamore.
Is it Sagamore double oak tonight?
Okay.
And I have never had that.
No.
And then it's Bourbon Neophyte says show off a bit, so it must be a good one. It must be a good Scotch if that is a Scotch.
All right.
I bet it is a good one, and I do like double oak bourbon, so I bet a double oak Scotch is something good too. The taste. I'm on the taste. This is my 3rd one, so
yes.
When in Rome, it's bourbon. Oh, it's bourbon. Where's it from? Where's the Sagamore from? The double oak?
Who produces it?
It's not a Kentucky bourbon, I know, because I would have known.
Well, who puts it out?
Yeah, MGP Rye, LOL.
Okay, rye. Oh,
all right.
I would love a rye. Yes, I would love that one.
All right. So this 8-year-old 101, it's got a richer.
I can taste the fruitiness in it.
Maryland.
Oh. Maryland. Okay.
Question mark. That was asking a question.
Oh, Maryland question mark.
It's got a richer, more oakiness to it. It's kind of a rich oak. I don't get a lot of that char.
No.
In there. It's just a rich oak. I can taste that barrel. It's not dry. See, he's so much better than me. Proved my point. He's much better than me. LOL.
No, everybody's good. Everybody's great. The taste of that is really good.
Yeah, I do. The 8-year, guys. If you haven't had it, the 8-year is. I know it's double the price. It's better than the 101. This is a very good drink for $20. You can't beat this drink. It's a very good bottle. It's got a good proof. This one here,
you want to step it up.
But you say step it up, but it's not like it's Big Brother. It's a completely different bourbon. And I don't know how 2 years on the or whatever, the age statement makes that big of a difference. But this one's
It
just
does.
so smooth. It's rich.
The
Uh,
coating on my mouth is
you get that
good.
oakiness. You get that
Yeah,
leatheriness.
yeah, I get fruitiness too. I can taste the green apple in it.
I was going to say the same thing. Our producer says she tastes the green apple. I do too. And
Mm,
it's just, it's a pretty extraordinary bottle.
yeah.
Uh,
If you can afford to step up,
yeah,
definitely go for
when
the.
and I mean it's not that big. I'm gonna go ahead, guys, and put some water in these and try them like that, just to see if you do like it with water or like it with ice, where it's gonna get watered down a little
Yeah.
bit.
To see if it's going to change the
See if
flavor.
it changes anything.
That's got a good aftertaste.
I'm getting a phone call over here, another spam call. That's my best friend, spam. They call like 8, 10, 20 times a day. I don't. They always call, so they must really like me. Okay, so the 101, it almost took the
Oh,
smell away.
he's asking if he's getting hit with the cold snap.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
being hit with the cold snap. Yeah.
Where is Peter from?
I guess ours is coming in tomorrow, from what I hear.
Yeah.
But we can get anywhere from 1 to 24 inches. We can get anywhere from 0 ice to 3 inches of ice. It can come anywhere from uh, like 1 o'clock in the morning to 9 o'clock tomorrow night. So that's kind of the way our weather forecast is here in Kentucky. You never know what you're going to get, and we may not get nothing. Who knows?
But
But
we're
we're
ready for it
we're
regardless.
prepared for the worst. And like I said, if we lose power and all that stuff, we'll probably head out there to Las Vegas.
We'll head to
Yeah,
Vegas.
we'll head to Vegas.
Shoot.
So
Put
I
some
mean,
money on some red.
if y'all didn't know, I did have my knee surgery, so I'm off of work. We can travel.
We can
We
travel.
can travel right now.
Yes.
All right. So,
Oh, his family is near Pittsburgh,
mm,
and his mother is hunkered down.
I bet.
We
Are
are
they
too.
already getting it, or is it just expect? Are you already getting that snow, or is it just expected there sometime tonight or
Soon.
tomorrow?
Yeah. Okay. What's your flavors? What's your smells? Did they
Um.
change?
Oh, I forgot. So my smells on the 101, it kind of took all the smell away. We talked about how light it was
Okay.
before, and it kind of took it away.
Okay.
My smell on the 8 year, it made it more spicy. I get more of those baking spices that they talk about, I guess.
Yeah.
It took the fruitiness and sweetness away and made it kind of spice fire and
Leather.
savor. Yeah, leather.
Yeah, leather.
When I say savory, I guess I mean leather or something like that.
He said same for you as the weather productions.
Oh yeah,
Predictions, yeah.
yeah. Those I think I could be a weatherman. I just did the Bourbon Basement's weather forecast tonight.
Believe what you will.
Yeah.
To change the flavors too.
Actually, where I said it took away the sweetness in the smell, it actually gave me more of that apple sweetness in my palate.
Okay, so the
Yeah.
flavor
So it's
changed a little bit
yeah,
for you
it did.
too.
It stood out more. Took more of the leathery notes away, but it amped up the spiciness a
Okay.
little bit, and the spiciness lingers around a little bit. So
So maybe with a little bit of ice.
the ice and stuff, it makes it sweeter but hotter.
Okay.
Okay, if
On the tongue.
for simple reasons, it's sweeter and hotter. Uh, but the not too hot.
Yeah,
But
just a
I
little
am
bit.
a neat. I like my stuff neat. Even
Yes.
my bottom shelf stuff, I drink neat.
Yes.
But every now and then, I'll even mix them. Uh, and now for the.
Did you smell it? Did the smell change?
I told you it took the smell away.
Oh, okay.
So the water kind of took the smell away.
It was pretty
Uh,
mild anyway.
the water in the 101, it took all the spiciness out of there. It's super sweet. So you can see the resemblance, and that way I added water. It made both of them sweeter, right?
Oh, okay.
So it made both of them
So it
sweeter.
changed. It took away the smell, but added.
Real cold started today. Foot of snow coming on Sunday.
Yeah.
Can I stay at your place for the next month?
Well,
He running invite. He's gonna be busy, Peter.
yeah.
We're all gonna just send your address and we'll be there. I've got 10 pets, by the way,
Yeah,
but
20 maybe. I
but
don't know.
5 of them are sugar gliders.
Yeah.
So
Oh, okay.
yeah, so we got 10 pets that we got to bring.
Yeah. Okay. So, but yes,
All
it
right.
did change a lot with the water.
I think it got more sweet. Uh, all that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and give a rating on the 8 year. I don't know if I should do a rating on the 101. I mean, we tried it, so I'm heading down to Yuma, Arizona with my dad. It's only been about in the low 60s here in Vegas. Preach it, Vappy.
Babby said the Legend of Trouble retired. What could
Oh,
go wrong?
the Legend of Trouble retired.
What could go wrong?
Everything can go wrong now. He's not there to get the lights back on.
Oh my goodness.
Don't worry about bringing any whiskey. I got you covered.
Ah,
Nice.
hallelujah.
Nice. All right, guys. So I think I will rate both of them because that's what we were doing, right? Is this bottle worth double this bottle?
I think so.
Is this bottle the same? Let's answer that question first. So did a show on this one, guys. You'll have to go back and watch it. But are these bottles the same? No.
No.
Every one of these bottles are completely different. Uh, they taste like completely different bourbon. Uh, and as far as I know, same mash bill, the same, uh, almost the same years, and definitely the same proof level, but completely different. Um, this one here, this is a super good bourbon.
Very good.
This one here is definitely good bourbon. It's a $20 bourbon. This is a $45 bourbon. They're both good for beginners.
Yeah.
If you are a
But if you're on a budget,
well, if you're a beginner on a budget, you think you'll like sweeter, better, sweeter. If you think you'll like oakier or leatherier, better, which still sweet.
yes, it's
Not overly sweet, but still has sweet notes. It's not like it's just you're not licking a saddle or sucking on a belt.
no.
This it's this is the bourbon for you. The 8 year, it's just two completely different bourbons. So I'll go ahead and give you the ranking on this, and you can tell me if you think that they're better or not. So this one here, it's a $20 bottle. It's good and sweet. The smell's not too complicated. The taste is not too complicated, but it's a good high proof for a good high price or a good low price.
Good Lord.
And I give it a 5.5. 5.5 on the 101.
That's about, yeah.
All right, you good with that?
Yeah,
All right,
5
producers
and a
good
half,
with that.
6, yeah.
The 8 year Wild Turkey. Very excited to have it back on our shelves. It is double the price of this one, or double plus the price of this one. But it's going to be a regular. It's going to be one that you can go find. It's going to be an 8 year age statement. It's going to be a Wild Turkey product. Is it worth $45? Yes, it is. Is it better than your $20 version? Yes, it is. To me, to my taste.
So that little bit of price difference makes a difference.
Do you want to? You can buy 2 bottles of this, so I guess it depends on how much you want to drink and who you want to share it with.
Yeah.
I will buy this bottle. This will be my choice of the 101. Will be the 8 year. This will be my bottle that I go to the most. Uh, I'll have this one for Pappy Van Winkle whenever he comes over. But this will be my bourbon of choice. It is beginner friendly too. It's one of those that you can bring out. It's good for friends. It's good for family. The taste is more savory and more oaky, which I like those barrels.
But still has that little sweetness.
Still has a little bit of that fruitiness in there, and the proof doesn't overtake it. And I'm going to go with the 7.5.
I was
So 7.5. So 5.5, 7.5. It's 2 points plus double the price. Is it worth it to you? I don't know. It is to me. And that's where I'm going to go. So 5.5, 7.5 on the 8 year. I got 2.
Yep.
Great bottles for 50 or less. Great bargains. That's right.
Very.
I'll help you get rid of it anytime, brother. And you're welcome here anytime.
Yes.
So Well, Ryan's not here today, so I guess closing this show out would be me. You are a great friend to do that for him.
Hi, boy, you know it.
All right, so closing this thing out, guys. I do appreciate all of y'all that watched tonight.
And all the comments.
In all the comments, it really
Right.
helps the show when you're by yourself. It really helps the show go. So I do like that. Thanks for tuning in live. Uh,
We'll be here next Friday.
all the new followers and everything else. We're here every Friday. If I do have power next week, I will be here next week, next Friday. If I do not have power, then I'll try to post something on my phone or something and let you know. Uh, but anyway, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Please tell your friends and get them to visit us. I don't know how long Ryan's going to be gone. I look for him to be gone 2 to 3 weeks, just because they'll travel from one place to another wherever has the trouble. Uh, but what else does he say?
With all that being said,
Oh, is that it? So, with all that being said, guys, why drink alone when you can drink with us? We'll see you next time. And since Ryan's not here to give me a hug, I'm going to have another warm Kentucky hug and probably finish the rest of this bottle tonight.
cheers, stay warm.
Cheers, guys.
He said cheers too. Peter said cheers too. Stay